Ya. Como tiene que matar una película de... Oh no, que...
Galloway. Got it, Scott.
Parece que tienen un nuevo caso que resolver.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, colleague boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Aquí ya comenzamos acá. A ver, ¿cuál es nuestro auto?
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
No pasa que es arriba.
Cole, come on!
Where'd you learn how to drive?
Aquí es.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't
Ay,
be
lo
delayed.
típico de los periodistas, siempre preguntan todo.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Veamos que
Detective,
veamos.
I was first on scene.
Tell me what's going on.
Veamos aquí qué sucedió. no puede ser ese, no, es el segundo caso. No puede ser el segundo caso. Nada relevante. Okay.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Ah, ya recogí eso.
Ligature mark is very
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Ok, parece que ese fue López tío. Parece que hay acá.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Vaya, $5, también tengo también tengo uno en la vida real de $5 que hablar nunca.
Oh, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by R&I?
Back in a second.
Parece que un profesor fue culpable de esto. ¿Qué?
Probably not.
No sé por qué cada caso siempre hay siempre hay una botella en cada caso. A ver. Sin nada, yo simplemente. ¿Qué?
It doesn't appear to be connected.
No sé, pero alguien que fumaba mucho.
Similar MO.
What? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't growl.
You a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Bill. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stalked. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
big case.
What's your beef with this guy, Phelps?
Había que buscar lugares. No, todavía no hemos terminado todavía.
You're a modest little person with much to be modest about.
If I were you.
Give me some peace and quiet while I finish up. Hey, buddy, trying to work here. Got me?
Can we discuss this later? Catch all this one.
Optimistic, Cole.
¿Qué?
I don't think this is going to help us.
Show's over. Keep moving, all of you.
Aquí van a las víctimas. Aquí van.
What's this mark? Cut on the finger. Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
Joyas de felicidad. ¿Alguna cosa más?
Detective, R&I says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. Could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Ya, vamos ahora. Residencia no es moler. Ojalá tener vista de acá.
Careful.
Tan lejos está.
Damn it!
Va a ser más lejos que... Ya llegamos acá. Aquí estamos acá.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
We'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're gonna have a look around.
He'll be back in a moment. Just sit tight.
Veamos qué hay acá.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Algo no vaya por corazón. No toda la joya.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Un zapato. Número 8.
Size 8.
Así que encontramos talla 41. ¿Quién? Parece que alguien era músico. Era músico. Pero un violín.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
I could try.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. She was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and called, and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
I know it's painful, Michelle. This may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, a yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight. It was kind of a makeup problem.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Impresión.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's some kind of...
Ahí está él así.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think. That's it? There's got to be more.
No.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
You know anyone who wears a smallish men's shoe who had a major grudge against your wife? Is there something you would like to tell us, Hugo?
No, I do not. You finished making hints?
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
You should come clean if you're having an affair, or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't? calling me a liar on the day I lose my wife.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me. I'm not a killer. No matter what you think.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on it.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
No vea, no. No te hagas difícil. ¿Quieres?
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain.
Get him booked in at Central.
Sí, claro.
And put him in an interview.
Dejo explicarlo en la comisaría.
Yes, sir, detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
¿Dónde está?
Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564. Did we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street? Send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Roger, 11K. Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has report waiting. Please report downtown when available.
Got it, KGPL.
Veamos.
Still might be some playing the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? No, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father?
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Belmont High School.
Checking for you, Detective. Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks.
How's your back?
Ya está.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband.
Always make the husband. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the victim who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct.
No, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one. Jesus, Phelps! Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging.
Ah, of course. Famous Lex Ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
Any Central unit, a possible 288 at Belmont High School, 1575 West 2nd Street. Stand by for further unit to handle. Identify code 2.
11K to KGBL. We'll take the 288. Go ahead with the further.
Calling all cars. Citizen reports officer needs help. Shots fired. Officer down. 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street and Lindley Place. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Aquí tengo que tener el mirón. Ya que viene la cinta acá. Pues ya está largo ese mapa. El lugar acá.
There's people there!
Tengo que dar la distancia. No, ¿qué voy a hacer?
Hey, that's nice.
Ay, no tengo otra opción. No, apúrate. Aquí ya llegamos acá.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Veamos nuestras. No es esa. No es esta.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
Así que no me hace.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Aquí. ¿En dónde está un teléfono? Ya encontramos. Encontramos. A ver, ¿dónde está el teléfono? Aquí.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. A green 1946 coupe, registered to Mrs. Hugo Muller, has been found in the parking lot adjoining Belmont High School and playing fields. Captain Donnelly wants you to head down there immediately to take the school janitor's statement.
Thank you.
Ya encontramos. Bien, aquí ya encontramos que ponemos estos autos. Ahí vamos. Aquí ya también. A ver, el Instituto Belmont. Bien, aquí vamos
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. The coroner's.
How so?
You know, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
Ahora intento ir al instituto.
Continue to respond.
Ah, no. ¿Por qué no podemos ir ahí?
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it!
Ay, no, en serio.
Murph!
Ahí está casi cerca. Como demorantes buscan todo cada calle que tengo que ir. Ya, aquí queda cerca.
Calm down.
Acá sí queda que hacer. Ahora sí ya llegamos. Al Instituto Belmont a las 6, que cuando ya salen toros. Vaya que...
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here. What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
This was the same man?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but the truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground, tries to befriend the children. He was around here last night before the dance.
Is he violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes. There's the son of a bitch now. Hey, you!
Go, Phelps.
No,
I'll take the
es
car
él.
and cut him off.
Así que fuiste tú de que está ahí. Ay, qué inútiles son. Vámonos de la difícil o serán peores consecuencias. Animar. Vámonos de recita o será más peor. Animar te quisiera. Vamos, en serio. Quítate pena de muerte ahora.
That's far enough, freak. You move a muscle and you're a dead man.
Bien. A ver si te quitan los animales acá.
What's your name?
¿Cómo te llamas, animal?
Who's asking?
We can do
Una
this the
patada,
easy way
¿quién es?
or the hard way.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Son,
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you Okie motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble.
Why bother with the paperwork, Eli? I'm going to take out my gun, and I'm going to count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
Venga, está un caso. A ver.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
ya ensangrentado. Y sí.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here. The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
Llamada comisaría. Ah, ya lo tenemos acá. Aquí llamada comisaría ahora mismo. Aquí vamos acá.
Phelps, 1247. I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks, ma'am.
Bien, aquí vamos.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? It needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
¿Qué?
I don't know about this. My gut says Muller. We caught him trying to destroy evidence in his backyard, and that was his car with the bloody tools in it.
I never said it wasn't Muller. Hell, he probably killed his wife, deprived that poor kid of a mother. But he's not an immediate danger to anyone else. Rooney's a threat to every kid at Belmont.
He's a peeper, Rusty. We can pick him up for something else.
You really want to run that risk?
Emergencia, muerte acá mismo.
KGPL to any unit. The citizen reports suspicious activity 111 South Alameda. Stand by for any Central unit.
No tenía otra opción.
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest.
¿A dónde están?
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Are you going to tell me what I want to know, or do we have to take it out of you in lumps?
Give it your best shot. I can take whatever you throw.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. an appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Ah, no, y esta.
I want an attorney. I'm not answering any more questions unless I get an attorney.
You know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the Army.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the Army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the Army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house. Either you start backing up what you're saying, or I'm going to walk out that door.
Boys, you've really come through this time.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with it.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
Down on your luck, Eli.
I had worse. Family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
This place you worked have a name?
Tennessee Marine. You can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Mrs. Muller was strangled with a triple braid. Give me something, Eli.
I like braid, but I didn't rope that woman. You're not hanging this one on me, partner.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight, and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass off your pain to other people. I can't make you for this case, but my consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain and the Hat Squad would like to talk to you next. Any idea what they might want to talk about?
That's the guy. Detective. That's him. That's the guy who parked the car, I'm sure of it. Hey, he's getting away!
That's not true.
No,
I can't go to jail.
Rayo, te mereces una pena de muerte, en serio. Una silla de muerte.
Guys, you gotta get me closer. I'll try to shoot out his tires.
What?
Wish me luck.
No. Vamos haciendo capa.
It ends here, Hugo. Once we get the janitor's statement, you'll be staring down a murder charge.
Quédate ahí mismo.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
We captured 2 regular army. Lieutenant! Bell, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen?
You're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There's no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Yet this golden boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
Kissima, nani sama dato?
See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the US because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hopeless.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Aquí vamos acá. Aquí vamos acá.
You have the address?
The alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Any Central Unit, Car 16L reports a possible jump at 8th and Hope, the Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identify.
Phelps!
Vamos a ver, está dedicado. Veamos. Estoy como casi 26, aunque vemos que con el dedo vamos qué tipo de trajes, aunque te ven en colores. Es mucho más peligrosa que la noche. Nosotros ya estamos, cuando ya vamos terminando este ataque directo y compartan acá mismo que ya terminamos acá el directo. Compartan acá mismo, suscríbanse, aquí estamos terminando acá. Hemos terminado, ya está el próximo directo de L.A Noire. Hasta el próximo directo.